Hey everyone, and welcome. So today, we're going to tackle a massive part of career planning, setting goals. But hold on, not just any goals. We're talking about setting goals in a way that practically guarantees you'll achieve them. This is the difference between just kind of hoping for a great career and actually building one, step by step.
All right, to get our brains warmed up, I'm gonna throw a goal at you. Have a look. On the surface, it seems pretty good. But what's off about this?
I mean, it sounds great, right? A huge success. Who wouldn't sign up for that? But here's the problem. It's like hopping in your car, opening your GPS, and just typing in somewhere awesome. Where do you think it's gonna take you? Nowhere. You'll just end up burning fuel driving around in circles.
Yeah, this is what I like to call the goal-setting fog. It's that hazy, confusing place where our goals are just too vague, or maybe they're totally out of reach. And when that happens, we usually don't hit them. And it's not because you're not motivated. It's because the goal itself is a terrible tour guide. It leaves you feeling completely lost. So, how do we blow away that fog? It's actually pretty simple. You need a roadmap. A really clear, step-by-step guide for your career journey that shows you exactly how to get from point A to point B. It's time to turn on our career GPS. And lucky for us, that GPS has a name. It's called the SMART Goal Framework. This thing is the ultimate tool for turning a fuzzy, daydreamy kind of wish into a solid, actionable plan. It's a super simple acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. Let's break down how this magic works. Okay, enough talk. Let's get our hands dirty. We're gonna take a super common and super vague career goal and run it through the SMART system to give it some real horsepower. All right, so here's our starting point. I want to improve my skills. I mean, it's a nice thought, right? But it has zero direction. Which skills? How much are you going to improve them? By when? It's just another somewhere awesome destination. Totally useless for navigation. So here's what we do. We're going to run this goal through all 5 of our SMART settings. First, we're going to get super specific about what we actually want to do. Then we'll make it measurable so we know for sure when we've hit the target. We got to make sure it's achievable, a good challenge, but not impossible. Then we'll double check that it's actually relevant to where we want to go. And finally, we slap a deadline on it to make it time-based. Okay, let's zoom in on that R for relevant, because this one is so important. Your goal has to line up with your actual career path, right? So, an engineering apprentice getting a welding certification makes perfect sense. That's a super relevant goal. But an accountancy apprentice getting a welding certification? Not so much. I mean, unless your plan is to weld the company's financial records shut, which, I probably wouldn't recommend. And voila, look at this. This is the grand finale. That fuzzy, vague idea of improving skills has been totally transformed. This new goal is specific, a recognized spreadsheet course. It's measurable. You either complete it or you don't. It's totally achievable. It's super relevant for pretty much any business career. And it's time-based by March. See the difference? We went from a wish to a rock-solid, actionable plan. Okay, so you've plugged your destination into the GPS, you're ready to go, but the trip's not over yet. Even with the best navigation system, you still have to actually drive the car and make sure you don't miss your exit.
And that's where regular check-ins come in. You can do them weekly, monthly, whatever works. Think of them like quick pit stops to look at the map. You just ask yourself, hey, am I still on track? And here's the big one. Celebrate the small wins. Every time you finish a module or pass a practice test, give yourself a pat on the back. Those little victories are what keep your motivation tank full for the long haul.
And that, right there, is the whole point. This framework isn't just about making to-do lists. It's about giving yourself incredible focus and clarity. It takes away all that stress of, what do I do next, by breaking a giant, scary ambition down into small, totally manageable steps. All right, deep breath. Now it's your turn. We've gone over how the GPS works. Now it's time for you to get in the driver's seat and plan your own route. So here it is, your final checklist, your go-to tool. Before you commit to any goal, just run it through these 5 simple questions. If you can give a solid answer to every single one, congratulations. You've just turned a wish into a plan. You have officially programmed your GPS for success. So I'm going to leave you with a challenge. What's just one, concrete SMART goal you can set for yourself for the next 6 months? And maybe even more importantly, what is the very first tiny little step you need to take to get that journey started. Your future is waiting. It's time to fire up that GPS and hit the road.